Hi, friends. I'm Julia, Julian Stitches 16 here on YouTube and on Instagram. Welcome. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome. Holy cow, you guys. First of all, this is a Flosstube. This is a channel primarily about cross stitch, although I am a multi-crafter, so sometimes I throw other things in. Um, and I'm so excited to be here today. Holy cow. The last few days, this community, so much stuff. Buckle up, settle in, get comfortable. I know my videos are never short, but I'm just going to flat out tell you that this one's probably going to be pretty long because there's so many things happening, so many good, wonderful things, and I have been pretty down lately. I'll talk a little bit about that, but I just today my heart was just singing and full of joy, so I decided this was a great day to come and share all of this exciting stuff with all of you who I love and adore, and just bring me so much joy. Joy, right, Chris? Word of the year, joy. All right, first of all, thank you sincerely. Thank you so much to each and every one of you that gave me love and positivity and good vibes and sent them out to my dad. Um, Update on that is not good. So I'm not going to get too much into it because I want joy and excitement today. The his esophagus cancer is probably back. There's like a 2% chance that the PET scan was wrong, but we're pretty sure. He's been symptomatic. So, my PSA. April is Esophageal Cancer Awareness Month. Esophageal cancer is the fifth or sixth most common cancer at this point, and research is the least funded of any of the cancers, and it is one of the most deadly. So, um, from time of diagnosis, uh, your 5-year survival rate is 20 to 50%. So, uh, be aware, spread awareness. Barrett's esophagus, GERD, gastrointestinal reflux, um, can all be precursors to esophageal cancer. Of course, all the things too, right? Smoking, alcohol, all the bad stuff for us. So there's your public service announcement, and then I will not be a Debbie Downer, but continued positive vibes and love are welcome and appreciated. And thank you, all of you, so very much. I'm gonna watch every Brewers game I can, 4-0 with my dad this year, and spend as much time as I can with him, and we will know more in a couple weeks and we'll go from there. Okay. Um, Holy cow, my stitchy cup is full. It's over full. It's over full in the last month. It's over full in the last just today. I don't even know where to start. My notes are all over the place. Like, just look at this, you guys. I keep writing things down and I have to write in the margins. And all right, let's just start at the top. What I've been doing. Okay. After I last saw you, I went to called a Winter Escape at Primitive Gatherings, which is a quilting / cross stitch shop. Tongue find. Okay, take 3 in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, just north of Oshkosh. Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I just got done watching the Hathaway Stitchers, which I should never do during the workday, and laughed and cried with happiness, tears of joy. And They, yeah, words. It's okay. Okay, carry on. Primitive Gatherings is a cross stitch slash quilt shop in Larson, Wisconsin, which is just north of Oshkosh. The Winter Escape was an overnight come and stitch. There were quilters and cross stitchers and fancy stitchers and creative stitchers and people doing whatever. I met the pink stitchers there, all three of them this time, all three, six. Are there six of you now? Multiplied pink stitchers. Erica, Jamie, and Chris. And we had a fantastic time. We met some new friends. Hi, Tammy and Kathy, who we have since Zoomed with. SSB forever. We will continue to meet with them. It was fabulous. Jamie and I stayed up till the wee hours of the night slash morning, and we're very, very creative, and I will show you that fully finish in just a little bit. The needle minders and I had a Zoom meetup. We recorded another video to follow up from our Lemons to Lemonade. Needle minders are Nithya, Daybreak Stitchery, Miriam, Marumi Crafts, and Sarah from Modcross. Hi, Sarah from Modcross. We once a month we try to have a Zoom call where we all just get together and stitch. A few months ago, we recorded Lemons to Lemonade. We took a project that we weren't sure what we wanted to do with, or maybe we were thinking about UFOing, which is unfinishing, and we all collaborated and talked through it and gave each other ideas. This time we talked about the courage to color convert, because if you have watched me or any of them, and if you haven't, you should go watch all of them because they are amazing and awesome and very, very good humans, great humans, the best humans, the best humans. We talked through kind of how we make those conversions, color choices, etc. So that is on Nithya's channel, which is Daybreak Stitchery. Go check it out. What else? Oh boy. Okay. Stitchy kindness. I forgot. So let's just start with that because I forgot because I'm so, oh, I just can't believe how the kindness and how wonderful everyone in this community, everyone, all of you. I had forgotten one last video and I am not, it is the top of my notes and of my list. So Cross Stitch the Globe, if you have not been watching them, what are you doing? Two sisters, Allison and Stephanie. They are fabulous humans. They have a variety of different types of videos. So they do their regular floss tubes. They have floss tube extras where it's so interesting. They have researched and are talking through like the most expensive cross stitch patterns, most expensive cross stitch books. Super interesting, so well thought out. A lot of time and research has had to have gone into that. So kudos, girls. Wow. And Stephanie also designed. She is a travel blogger, travel writer, and she has taken a lot of photography in her travels, and she has converted some of them to cross stitch patterns. She has an Etsy store, so go look at that as well. But I asked her a while ago if she had ever been to Arizona or the Southwest, if she had anything desert. And she said, well, Julie, I have some photographs at the Grand Canyon. And I said, well, Stephanie, that's one of my favorite places on earth. Like, seriously, the first time I went to the Grand Canyon, I cried when I stepped out to see the magnificent. If you haven't been there, please put it on your bucket list. So she sent me a pattern that she designed from one of her photographs of the Grand Canyon. This is not going to do it justice because my printer hates me most of the time, but there's the Grand Canyon in all of its glory. I am going to get this up soon and start it at some point. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much again. How incredibly thoughtful. I so appreciate you. Awesome. Next, Miriam and those needle minders. Sarah from Modcross. Hi, Sarah. Had a craft-abration for her birthday. She went to the Quad Cities. We call ourselves the Quad City Needle Minders. It's kind of a midpoint for all of us to meet in person when we get to do that. So we went, Be Stitch Me happens to be in Moline, Illinois, which is one of the Quad Cities. Moline, Illinois, yes. Sorry, train of thought off the tracks. Sarah went there. Nithya surprised her and met her there. Miriam, you following along or are you taking notes? Asked them, Miriam designed an amazing pattern, which I will show you in a minute. Told them, get everybody fabric while they were at Be Stitch Me. Miriam then sent us all Bahar. Not only did she send us Bahar, the gorgeous, magnificent, fancy lady, she sent us all the floss to kit it out. And then came the fabric. But Miriam did not just send me the fabric, one piece of fabric. Miriam sent me 3. So now I have to make a choice. So that might take a minute. Willow, lightly salted, not roasted, 22 count. And Willow is 40 count. They know me. I like these tiny, tiny counts. And this one, which I'm pretty sure is going to be where Bahar lives, is snow sugar cream pie. I think Bahar needs to live on sugar cream pie. Thank you. Again, thank you. I do not know what I ever did in my life to deserve this, but I am so incredibly grateful and appreciative. And then Sarah from Modcross, hi Sarah, sent me this beauty, this magnificence, 46 count orchid from her visit to Be Stitch Me. And yeah, that's close. I don't know yet. April 5th, I had signed up for the Femurs and Fungi sale, and it calls for a purple. Maybe April 5th. Holy cow, that's 2 days. I guess I better figure that out, huh? Okay. Giveaway. I had since I had reached 500 subscribers. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. I wanted to share some things, and I had the winners. Oh my gosh, I will get to the point. I am so full of excitement today that, well, words are always hard for me, but I think I'm having an exceptionally hard word day. First of all, Fancy Flamingos. Fancy Flamingos is going to go to Jen's Fiber Web. Jen, you know how to get a hold of me. Send me, you can Instagram or my email are both down below, but Jen, you already were in conversations. So Jen's Fiber Web, Fancy Flamingo. Armchair Armchair's Julie Ann Williams. Julie Ann Williams. Julie Ann is my name without an E. Julie Ann One Armchair. And then this fabulous fabric from the Night Stalkers Calling went to another Julie. Julie Stitching Journey. Julie! Yay! You know where to find me. Julie. So thank you everybody. Thank you again for all of your thoughtful, wonderful comments. Thank you guys for entering. I'm so happy for you. And get a hold of me. I know the Julie and the Jen, one of the Julies and the Jen are on Instagram, and the other Julianne Williams, either Instagram, JulianStitches16, or my email is also JulianStitches16@gmail.com. Thank you. Yay. Yay. For free for me. For free for me. I didn't have one. I didn't have one until today. Until actually a couple hours ago. And then a couple hours ago, this happened. Luna's going to walk in front of me and say hello, and we'll see if that has to get edited out. Okay. Good kitty. She's wondering how to get up in her bed. Okay, a couple of hours ago, this happened. Amity, who is one half of the Hathaway Stitchers. Sorry. Hi, Luna. No butts and cameras today. You want to get up? Get up. Is also a brilliant budding cross-stitch designer. And let's all gently nudge her to keep designing, because I will show you later, she has more amazing patterns. The Hathaway Stitchers reached 1,000 subscribers, so deserving. If you want to laugh until you cry, possibly pee your pants, be entertained, and see some amazing stitching with lots and lots of birds, then go watch them. Please go watch them. So, since I reached 1,000 subscribers, Amity designed. I'm gonna have a really hard time, so I'm just gonna show it. Bird herd. There is also an alternate pattern that is the same but reads bird nerd. YouTube screen grab, please. Unbelievable. I said in my comment, and I instantly reposted it, and there was some wacky Instagram things going on. Like, I couldn't put a story up, I couldn't send them a message. I'm like, right now, because I'm like, sale starts today. Sale starts today. Hashtag bird herd nerd sale. Bird herd nerd sale. They are also said there, and then they said in their Flosstube bird herd sale. Use them both. Let's go. I couldn't send them messages, but I'm like, the earth stood still, the clouds parted, gravity lost its hold, all responsibilities of the day were lost therein. I printed it. I have put it already in this fabulous bag made by the second half of the bird herd stitchers, the Hathaway Stitchers, Erin with 2 N's. That they sent me. This was Stitchy Kindness, and I am going to kit this up and start it ASAP. Like, oh my gosh. It's maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, but one of those two. For free for me. Yes, for free for me. So go find Amity. She's Boomerang Stitches on Instagram, and she will have a link in her link tree to send you to grab these amazing patterns. Bird herd. Bird herd. Oh my gosh. I can't even. I can't even. That actually, Marjorie made, if you haven't watched her, What are you doing? Marjorie has a Pick-A-WIP. Um, so every couple of weeks, is that right, Marjorie? Every few weeks, she has a system, her kind of something to work on, informal, like she picks a prompt, and this, instead of a project, out of a jar. And this time, a few days ago, it was a project with words. Bird herd, bird herd stitchers unite. Bird herd stitchers unite. Oh, I love it. And Marjorie, thank you for the very kind, thoughtful words on your last Flosstube as well. Love you. You guys are amazing, amazing. I had something else written down for Marjorie's Pick-A-WIP, and then I scratched it off once that hit my life. It hit my life. Okay, new to me Flosstubers. New to me Flosstubers doesn't necessarily mean they're new, but they're new to me, and I think that you should also go watch them and enjoy them with me. New to me, Carly M. They don't have too many videos. They were recommended to me by Nithya Daybreak Stitchery. Gorgeous stitching. I loved listening to them. Passion for the craft. They're just such a calming presence. Carly, we'd love to see more of you. Next, Wicked Cat Stitch, WickedKatStitch, WickedKatStitches. Wicked Cat. She'll be linked below. She has 1.5 videos. She put out a 1 and then a 1.5. Fellow Night Stalkers Calling. Night Stalkers Calling Forever. NSC Forever. Amazing stitching. What did I write? What is this? Oh, Night Stalkers Calling Addict. That's what I wrote down for you to describe you. I love it. I too like me some Night Stalkers Calling, and I'm slightly addicted. That is not a bad thing. She also mentioned some other flosses that I'll tell you about in my investments. Anyways, the next one is the Red Gremlins. Two friends. I believe they live on the West Coast somewhere. Holy hilarity. Again, so funny, so fun to watch. A variety of stitching. Amazing stitching. Amazing stitching. Yeah, just joy, smiles, and laughter. If you can give me joy, smiles, and laughter, I will be back every time. Oh, awesome. So go, I'll have them linked. Please go check everybody out and give them some love because everybody needs love. Everybody needs love. All right. What am I wearing? Well, trees, please. I think it goes without saying. It is April, and besides being Esophageal Cancer Awareness Month, Earth Day is in April. If you have been here before, you know that I enjoy being a advocate for the planet Earth because by doing so, I am advocating for humans. As if we don't have a planet, we won't be here. Birds also live in trees. Birds live in trees. Simple fact, just, grade school. Trees produce our oxygen. They are the lungs of the earth. So, if we don't have oxygen, we won't be here, nor will any other living thing, unfortunately. So, let's take care of Mother Earth. She's the only planet we got, guys. And let's celebrate her. And if there isn't a foot of snow at the end of April, like there is here in Wisconsin today, let's all go plant a tree on Earth Day. Let's have some more trees, please. Okay, favorite stitchy thing. Favorite stitchy thing is not a thing this time. It really isn't. It is a concept. It is a philosophy. It is a thought that I had, and it is about um, this hobby and a reminder that it's a hobby. Um, and and to just tell you and give you permission, if you don't already have it, to do what brings you joy. Um, there is something for everyone, everyone in cross stitch patterns, and fabrics and flosses. There are, if you like samplers and you only want to stitch on samplers, there's millions of samplers, literally. If you like birds, there are many, 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 many patterns with birds. Um, Too many. Maybe we should stop with the birds. If you like to swear, there are subversive cross stitch. If you like to Halloween, many. If you like goth, if you like people, if you like fandom stitching, if you like Cinderella, if you like landscapes, if you like full coverage, like there's just something for everyone. If you have any issues finding something that you're interested in, please reach out and ask any one of us. Reach out to me. I'm always open to that, and I will give you the best information that I have about where to find things. Um, Different kinds of fabric. There's needles. I mean, just there's something for everyone. Do not ever let anybody tell you that you are stitching wrong or that you are not stitching something appropriate, because appropriate is a perspective. Uh, what's appropriate to me, well, I'm not appropriate, let's be real, but um, who cares? You stitch what you love. Whatever brings you joy, you stitch it. You're stitching, it's being creative, it's stress relief, it's relaxing. Do whatever you want. That's it. If you, yeah, that's my favorite thing, is that there is something for everyone. This community is wonderful and helpful. So do what brings your heart joy and keep stitching. Okay. I talked about Marjorie. All right, FFOs. I did. Let me get a drink. I actually had 12. And this isn't an April Fool's, but I can't show you any of them. So you can call me a liar if you want to. That's fine. But they were gifts. Some of them are on their way to their recipients. So once that happens, I will show you a prototype that I kept for myself. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. But I did. I FFO'd 12 things. I fully finished. I started and finished and fully finished 12 things. They were little. They were little. They were little. But I still did it. And it brought me joy. Um, Finishes. I had one. Let love rule. My friend Jerica and I, who is Daybreak_Stitcher. I have 2 Daybreak Stitchies in my life. We decided, we talk quite often on Instagram and message each other, and she is a joy and a comfort, and I cannot tell her how much I appreciate her and love her, and her wisdom and her kindness mean the world to me. So thank you, Jerica. Modern Folk Embroidery, Let Love Rule. We decided we needed a palette cleanser. We were just like, we have all these big projects. Both her and I have a lot of big projects. So we decided to stitch on a small, we both had this pattern. So let's start it. Okay. Jerica decided to do hers. Please go look at hers. The colors are just amazing. As a companion piece to another Jacob, Modern Folk Embroidery. So I did the same. So here is my Let Love Rule. That is on a piece of 22 count Lavender Fields by XJU Designs. And the floss is Tyrian by Mosale Silk. And I did mine as a companion piece to my Let's Be Kind Matchy matchy. So that will go, both of these will go on my wall of positivity. Thank you to Jan Holder for letting me use that idea. And Jacob, please don't be afraid to design more small patterns. That's my PSA to Jacob. Don't be afraid. It's okay. You can design the small patterns. We're not going to be upset. Right? Just saying. Okay. Oh, and then new starts. I thought I was doing well until I was putting this list together. I'm like, I haven't started very many things this year. Oh, well. Oh, well. You only live once. And life sometimes is short, but sweet for certain. So do what you love and love what you do, and do whatever brings you joy. First, I'm just going to steal the word joy. I'm not steal it. I'm going to use it with you. Okay. New start. These 20 stitches, they have their Stitch for Pride, where we get a monthly learning and pattern. Please go check it out. Unfortunately, you cannot get it anymore. It was only for sale through the end of last year. Dee has said that they might release the patterns individually at a later date, so watch for that. Sign up for their newsletter. Great way to get information. I am stuffed up all of a sudden. So March Stitch for Pride. Artist was Stephanie Shee. Stephanie is a ceramic artist who designs and what do ceramic throw? Do they throw clay? That would be on a wheel. She molds clay into products found in her childhood home, and now is also branching out into designing and molding products that are found in the Asian diaspora. She's an Asian American, Stephanie. And it was super cool to learn about her. She is a brilliant artist and a brilliant designer and a brilliant person, just very smart. So, we all know this. Well, maybe we don't all use it, but hot sauce. Oh my gosh, word just left my head. It's gone. There it went. I put it on things. I put it in my chili just the other day. It's not coming to me, you guys. That's what happens. Anyways, I started it here. And then I was perusing the Color and Cotton website, and I came across these colors, as one does, and thought, yeah, that's better. And the name of this was hot sauce. So I will be pulling that out, and then I'm giving it a green topper because the hot sauce, whose name escapes me, sriracha. Oh my god, sriracha. Sriracha, you guys. This is a sriracha bottle. Just a couple things on my mind. Okay. Sriracha bottle should be done in hot sauce and voguing. And voguing kind of like just gave me D vibes. Voguing gives me D vibes. Okay, so that will be restarted. April's already out, so I've been a little preoccupied with something that you guys will see in a minute. And I'm obsessed. It's blowing my mind. I'm gonna be obsessed with bird herd, but I'm also obsessed with, I'm having obsession issues. Next new start. I bought 324 by Works by ABC. This was a market release. It uses 324 colors of DMC. But here's what's fun. Before you say, where do you keep all those? I don't keep all those. I do keep this in this very colorful Grateful Dead bag I made. Yay, tie-dye, Grateful Dead. Um, Here is my start. So many of the colors in 324 live in my and a forest screw. None of these little motifs that I am putting in on a fabric, um, 20 count stone by Fiber on a Whim, so it's 20 count. None of these little motifs use an entire strand of thread. So I am either pulling them from my and a forest screw as I go, or I'm taking them off the floss, my DMC that is all floss strapped. I'm pointing like, hey, can't just go look on the wall. I have it hanging on the wall. So that is 324. There is Top Knots, Abby Top Knot Stitcher started a sale, hashtag 324 sale. So if you are doing that, please use the hashtag so we can all enjoy your progress. March 31st was Easter, and more importantly, March 31st was Trans Day of Visibility, a day for us to promote and give the trans members of our community their props. So, who else but your Stitch Dad and mine? These 20 stitches, Uncanny Kari, we go on. This was in last year's spring fling box that I missed. I also missed this year, so now I'll have to wait a year for that pattern as well, but that's okay. They put these up for sale, so I was able to get We Go On and We Go On too. So I started this on 3/31 for Trans Day of Visibility to honor Dee. And here is my start. This is on 27.5 Shades of Gray, a 20 count Ada by KatStitch, the sewing shop.ca. Please, please, please. Kaylee has the most amazing fabrics, beautiful project bags, other accoutrement, very unique patterns that I want to stitch. Some of them are very, very large. I just talked to her today because we're working on the other mind-blowing obsession I have. She's the one that influenced me. We'll get into that later. But anyways, tangents, all the tangents, all the tangents, all the time. The floss is Mosale in the color Scream. Mosale Silk. You will see Mosale Silk. She has an Etsy store with not limited, she's got quite a few things on there. But on Saturday mornings, she sells her floss on Facebook. There's a Facebook group. So if you would like to get in on that, go check her out on Facebook and join the group. So that is We Go On, 3/31. Trans Day of Visibility. Next, April 1st was Monday. The PeacockStitcher and I both had this pattern, so we decided to start a sale. This is Tiny Modernist Day Signs, and it's so cute. Cacti, llama, cacti and a llama. What more do you want? So we started this on 3/21, and there's a few people that are joining this. I am doing this on a me-dyed, and I believe it was a 22 count, because when I measured, it was in the drawer, and I'm like, well, did I, or what count was it? Because I couldn't remember. I didn't label anything. I measured it, and it was like 23 to 24 squares per inch, so I'm thinking that I shrunk it and that it was originally a 22. And here are my flosses. I did a complete conversion to almost all Cosmos. I have all these beautiful Cosmos that I'm not using for anything. So I said, why not? Why not use the cosmos? I love this variegated that I'm using in the border and how it really like blends in all the other flosses that I chose. Or it has, the variegation has a lot of all the other flosses that I chose. There is also a Color and Cotton and one Forbidden Fiber Co. in there. And always, 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 if you want any of the conversions that I do for any of the patterns, please, please just reach out and ask. I am more than happy to share. More than happy to share. So that was Katie, the Peacock Stitcher, and I. We are just doing a start along, so start whenever you want. Make sure if you post, you tag us because we'd love to see your project. Hashtag day sign start along. Hashtag day sign start along. We just had Arizona Family Zoo. She joined us. She saw one of our posts. She said, I have that pattern, and she joined us. So that was awesome. Welcome aboard. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Okay. Kaylee, 10 Stitch, posted a mind-blowing crossover craft extravaganza photo of her knitting a long dog sampler. Knitting a long dog sampler. And I said immediately, what is this sorcery? And give me the guide. I want to join your coven, your group, your club. What are you doing? Tell me how. Tell me what I need to do to make this happen. I do knit. I also crochet. So when I was exploring through her post, she had linked another maker who is knitting Opening Gambit by Long Dog Samplers in double knitting. So where you're knitting will be on the front and the back. So it'll be, the contrast color will be the main color on either side. Anyways, sorry for the anyways. I had to. The only crafting I did yesterday was figuring out how to double knit, watching videos, and starting this smaller project so that I could feel confident before casting on possibly, I don't know, 500 stitches to knit a long dog. Crossover crafting, cross stitch and knitting, two of my favorite things. Kaylee, thank you so much. Jen's Fiber Web, one of my giveaway winners, is also, she just cast on a long dog. So Nithya asked if it was possible to crochet. Absolutely. Do color work. You can color work, crochet, anything. Cross stitch patterns are really graphs. So now all day I told Kaylee and Jen earlier, I'm looking at every pattern saying, can I knit that? Could I knit that? I have a lot of colors of yarn. All those color changes would drive me insane, but yes, the fact is you could knit any cross stitch pattern or crochet. And somebody had the bravery to try and now has created this obsession that I can't stop. Anyways, okay. So I said to myself, I had a long talk with myself and said, before you jump in to this, you better, hone your skill with double knitting since it was new to me. This is a new to me technique. So I cast on Deanna from Darling and Whimsy. I cast on Quirky Quaker Snail, in just two colors. So I'm not going to do three. I'm just doing two colors. All the mushrooms, the snail, and whatever. It'll just be two. This is all the farther that I've gotten. How many rows is this? 6 rows, I think. So one side is one of your colors, your main color, and the other side is obviously the reverse of that. So this pattern is 43. So it was with the edges 45. So I had to, no, 47. So I had to cast on 94 stitches because every stitch is actually 2 stitches, one for the front, one for the back. Anyhow. So I'm going to do this to feel confident before I cast on. Sansuchis by Long Dog Sampler. It is going to be large. It is going to be very squishy, and it's going to be beautiful. I will link down below the Instagram of the maker that Kaylee had linked that is knitting Long Dog Sampler. So for those of you that are interested, you can go look at her opening gambit. It is absolutely stunning and breathtaking and incredible. Because I can't remember. Issy.Knits? Is Issy? I'll have to look at it. My phone is recording me right now, so I'll put it down below. I think that we decided the hashtag for anybody that wants to knit or crochet a long dog with us or whatever, is long dog yarn along. Long dog yarn along. Long dog yarn along. Long dog yarn. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited. I'm not looking forward to casting it on, but I am so looking forward to see how it comes together. And I love this pattern because I love the birds and the dragonflies and all the little animals and an elephant and dogs and deer, and there's so many things. I'm pretty sure I've settled on this. I may change my mind, but I'm pretty sure I've settled on this. So that is fun times. That was my lid. So that's my last new set. Oh, I forgot to fully finish. What in the wide world of sports? When I was at the Primitive Gatherings for their winter escape overnight fun house extravaganza, Jamie and you go to the store there and you see things and you want to do them. You want to do all the things. They have wool applique projects. They have quilting, obviously, cross stitch, all the stuff. Jamie also influenced me, enabled me to get a creative stitching kit from Sue Spargo. Some of you may be familiar with that. Fancy stitches, like embroidery, but fancier, really cool. So I've made just minuscule, like cut some circles out of wool so far. That's it. But anyways, she comes running up to me in the store and I heard her say, Julie. And she brings me this frog that's like a pillow frog. So we proceed to buy some wool. We had our threads for our Sue Spargo, so we had this fancy threads. And we made frogs till like 2:30 or 3 in the morning. We made our frogs because one of the employees said, all right, ladies, I want to see your frogs tomorrow morning. And she didn't think we would do it. Oh, we did it. So please meet Frankie, Stevie, Fernando, because every fancy frog deserves 3 names. Frankie, Stevie, Fernando. And he sits next to me in my window right now. He could be a paperweight. Well, he's lighter. He could be a pincushion, but I don't really want to put pins in him. And these are all fancy stitches that I learned that night, that day. Some of them are I made up. This is the Julie stitch. Sue Spargo is going to, want to know how I did that. So yes, fully finished. Frankie, Stevie, Fernando. And he will soon have a partner, Dolores Laura. She has to have a third name. Fernando, maybe. Fiona. I don't know yet. When she's done, her name will call to me. Okay. So yes, fully finished that I missed. Okay, let's get into WIPs. Oh boy. And I have a lot of haul. Well, yeah, I do. Okay. First. Oh, I had one more new start. Didn't have it written down. See? That's what happens. Crowflower by the Work Basket. So I was also enabled by those pink stitchers. Erica was sitting next to me working on a project when we were at Primitive Gatherings, and was explaining that it was the 2024 Floss Challenge from Welcome Stitchery. What does that mean, you ask? Well, that means that the employees at Welcome Stitchery at Justine store in Blue Earth, Minnesota, each picked a different brand and a different color of floss. Your challenge, my friends, was to, if you chose to accept it, was to take these flosses and pick a pattern and use these flosses. You can add a black and a white, and that's it. So I chose a work basket pattern, of course, and I am modifying it to utilize these colors. This is also on a Kaylee 10 stitch fabric. I think that I'm just probably going to switch over to using all of hers. 20 count Ada in the colorway Winter's Dream. So beautiful. Look at those just slight purple modeling. And it is going to look gorgeous. So I will show you that along the way. It is due by July 1st. So I've got some time. Okay, now for real WIPs. Motif a week. I'm still going strong. Join. Marjorie was saying in her last Flosstube that she has a project, and she said she was gonna steal it from me. I'm like, girl, you're not stealing it. You're joining me. Join me. More the merrier. So it makes me so happy. I modify it any way you want. I'm not picky. And I think Cam, are you doing it too? Cam the Stitcher? Are you? And tag me because I want to see. I want to see what you're doing. I love it. Love it all. I am almost a third page finish. So this was also my WIPCO call in, what month is it? Oh, in March. This is April now. So I did 2 motifs a week. I really am going to stick to one. I haven't worked on it yet, and usually I get it out on Mondays. So yeah, I was over gung-hoing it. Anyways, one motif a week. That's what my hashtag is. So I should not feel pressure. I shouldn't put pressure on myself to do more than that. But I love all the progress I've got. Like at the beginning of the year, I only had like this much done. And now it feels like it's flying now. So I'm gonna try to stick with one motif a week, unless, life might be happening. So I'm not, and all I did yesterday was knit. I think when I get off of here, all I'm gonna do is knit. Well, I do have an assignment to finish, so I will do my homework and then I will knit. On March 6th, I was watching somebody, I don't remember who, and they were doing a strand a day project, and I know there's a lot of people that are doing that, so it could have been anyone. And I just looked at my tree of life, my birthday start for this hashtag CCC with Julie Sal, and I said I should just put a strand a day in there. So I started. Now ask me if I'm still doing it. That's okay. Tree of Life by Yasmin's Made of Love. This is a pattern designed based upon a Polish folk craft paper folding craft. I am Polish, if you haven't been here before, and Yasmin is Polish, so I wanted to I wanted to start a Polish pattern by a Polish designer, and Yasmin fit the bill, and I love all of her stuff. This is being done on a Live and Die LA in the colorway Valor. So striking, isn't it? This is so good. And DMC Blanc, DMC White. That's it. So until about the 20th, I did do a strand a day. And then I kind of fell off because life was lifing. But I love all of the progress I got. And I may start doing that again, when the mood strikes me. I do leave it close to where I can see it because I like to pull it to work on it as often as I can. I have put some time into my To Trees journal, of course, doing this to always keep the tragedy and genocide happening in Palestine in the front of my mind. So this is just a pattern you can get for free that was designed using motifs from the Tirzane Initiative. And I always have this linked below because this will be going on for a while. I was really good at a motif a day and then life, but I have been putting some in. When I get it out, one strand of Tudor silk, this is 56 count in antique white. One strand of Tudor silk can do like 4 depending on the motif size. So I usually get 3 or 4 done every time I pull it out. Yes, and I'm using Tudor silk in 3 colors for that, and they will all come into play in different parts. Red, a green, and a black for the Palestinian flag. That was a long pause while I gathered my thoughts. Words escape me for the tragedy and the genocide happening there, and we just need to do better. Keep using your voice. Keep using your voice. Next, just another Manny Monday. Oh, when Sarah from Modcross, hi Sarah, sends me a singing DMogram to remind me on Mondays I work on Pipevine Swallowtail by Carolyn Manning. This was also my start for hashtag Manning May last year, and I will work on this even more this May. I believe Marjorie May, camthestitcher, Museum Stitcher, Seattle Stitcher, that might be who they'll all do. I think I've heard scuttle of them doing that again and starting new Carolyn Mannings, but I gotta finish one. Queued up, Sal, right, Nithya? Queue it up. One at a time. But so I committed myself kind of, informal endeavors in cross stitch to putting all of the black outline in so that I can just go fill in some of these squares each time I take it out. So I put a little bit more in when Sarah so kindly reminded me that it was Manning Monday. And now you can all have that song stuck in your head. Next, and this is my homework, and this is what I will be doing tonight before I knit. Okay. Before I cross over cross stitch. Knit. Crossover crafting. This is Victorian License by Ink Circles. This is for our Ink Circles Rogue Round Robin. We go back and watch Tara Wildewoman Crafts, Julie Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, or Miriam from Marumi Crafts, Marumi Designs. We just didn't understand the assignment. We had a group. We wanted to stay together. We had already plans, and it's okay. Julicious they are doing the official round robin, and definitely all the kudos to them for leading that endeavor. So anyways, I am doing Miriam's pattern right now. I have maybe 3 threads to go. Can we just talk about the brilliant mastermind of color that Miriam Marumi Crafts is? So this is, what is this, Miriam? Raspberry beret. No. Raspberry. It's a 20 count raspberry Lugana, and the thread is a sulky blendable 12 weight in the colorway 4026 Earth Pastel. And she just knows how to pick threads that will look good on really vibrant fabrics. This is so good. Like, can you see that? It is so good. So I will be finishing that soon and sending it off in the mail to Tara. And I already received my next assignment, which is Julie, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. And I'm sure you'll be seeing that next time, because I will need to get some stitches in. When the needle minders and remember when you were little, did you ever do double talk? I can't remember what it's called. My tongue doesn't do it, and my tongue does it. I double talk accidentally, not on purposefully. When the needle minders, and when we met earlier this month for a Zoom, we took out our lemons and worked on them a bit. And mine is the 2022 cell from Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery, which I decided to only do the top section that you could see in the pattern that I just showed. So I put some more stitches in on that. Oh, there's a random thread. A lemon needle minder. Yeah, I put some more stitches on. That's all I know. So I'm only going to do this top part and bring the border down and around and call it a day. And maybe, still thinking that it might be my firstborn drum. So that is my Lemons to Lemonade project with my friends. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow Submarine, Blackbird Designs. This was also a WIPCO call. I also put some work on this for the Fab 4 fan sale that Stephanie from Cross Stitch the Globe and I are hosting, and for the hashtag BBD Magical Mystery Tour sale that Sarah from Sarah's Stitchy Spot and her friend Peggy are hosting. And this was one of my first return to cross stitch projects. I did Octopi Garden. Octopuses, what is it, cat? Octopode? Octopi? Octopus's Garden? Octopus's Garden. Anyways, I did that first, so I wanted to do this on the same fabric. It is a 14 count Mystic fabric. It is super soft and really, really have to be in the mood to stitch on it because it's 2 strands over 1, which is odd for me these days, but I'm getting her done. Mostly the called for. I did sub out a few things in here. I think I've said in the past that I did not, but I did. Because even when I was a new stitcher, I'm like, what else could I use in there? well, not new, but returning. If you are new here, I cross stitched when I was younger a lot in high school. So late 80s, early 90s, precious moments, leisure arts, those type of things. And right before COVID, right before the Corona times is when I came back. I can't show you this. Well, I'll show you the pattern. Garden of Zag. This is a mystery stitch along being hosted by Amity and Erin from the Hathaway sisters. Stitchers. They are sisters. They're sisters and they're stitchers. So our challenge was to pick our own floss and fabric nothing could be called for. So I'm in and be done by May 31st. I'll try. All we can do is try. Everybody's like, I have 52.3% or I have 18.9%. I'm like, I have part of the middle section. You heard me say that I am a late 80s, early 90s stitcher. I use paper and I read the paper. I do like the pattern keeper good note. I do have good notes and I have used it like when I did the the strawberry pattern. I did use it because my eyes, the pattern was really small. Oof. I did work a little bit on my muscle burrow hat, maybe an inch. I got an inch. I did maybe an inch of the muscle burrow hat. So it's coming along, by next winter. Next winter I'll have a new hat. I like to knit in the car. I find it's easier than cross stitching, but I really haven't gone anywhere where somebody else was driving for long periods of time. So 1 inch it is. Okay, knitting. I did work some more on my Green Bay Packer blanket, but I didn't bring it in here. So you will see it next time, hopefully finished. Because really, seriously, a row is, or a section of that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just taking all 6-weight yarn that I had in stash, and most of it was white, green, or yellow. So I'm just putting all of it into a big squishy blanket. And it's going to be nice and warm, and I'm thinking camper. Or, and I may give it to my dad for the time being. Okay. Informal future endeavors. Very informal. On the 5th, the Fevers and Fungi sale starts. I mentioned that before. That drops. So I will probably start that. This weekend, I am going to Primitive Gatherings with Jamie and Chris from the Pink Stitchers, and they are having a finishing class for 2 days. So I am hoping to learn how to do some finishing. That'll be fun. Yeah. So that'll be fun. Other than that, April 20th, April 30th. Lality Stitches has done us the kindness of taking the In Praise of Pollinator blue flower pattern that a lot of people got at market. I'll show you that in a minute. And breaking it into like 12 sections. And she's calling it a big girl formal sale. And I am so excited. Love that pattern. I'm going to be really pumped to work on that. Oh, and Bird Herd. Well, I already said that will be started ASAP. Like, shut all the doors, turn off the light, start that pattern. Uh-oh. I was afraid I was unplugging. Oh, investments. Sorry, investments. Investments. Are you ready? I was naughty, and that's okay. I was soothing my soul, and it will. Now I'll be better. I'm gonna start using what I have. Okay, first of all, has anybody ever seen this? This is called Cosmo, and it's a 23 count, and it was on Fat Quarter Shop, and it said it was cross stitch fabric. I believe them, but you cannot see the holes. But I did do a test stitch. Can you see that? And there are holes, but you can't see them. So this was new to me. I had to try it. It said 23 count. I like me some 46 count linen, so why not 23 count fabric? Um, Odd, but I just thought I'd share that with you because I had never seen that before. Okay, the Stitch Me Fabric of the Month came, and this is Gold Rush. I get 46 count. Gold Rush. Very pretty. I got Shiloh X Stitch MD talks a lot about, sorry about the dogs, that she stitches on Legacy linen. No, yes, Legacy linen from, I don't know. And who had this? Who did I order it from? Needle in a Haystack. Their counts are different, but I love the colors. They're not modeled or anything. They're pretty. They're plain. That's okay. Uh, I'll find something to put on it. This is a 45 count in the colorway Hazy Summit. 45. This is a 48 count, not a 46. 48, which I'm gonna enjoy in the colorway Bride Cake. And this is another 45 count in the colorway. I really like this one, Jersey Cream. Sorry, pretty true. So I was just very interested in this. I actually really like Hazy Summit. It's just like a really, really good light, very light tan cream color. A lot of good things can go on there. So that's fun. I got me some Valdani 12 weight. A lot of us have stitched with Sulky 12 weight. So I'm wondering, I'm sure people have done it and I just maybe haven't seen them. Why can't we stitch with Valdani 12 weight? Look at that colorway. I like it. I like it. So I'm going to try it. I'll let you know how it goes. Probably on an 18 or a 20 count Ada, right, Miriam? That's what you do with Sulky. Oh, that's Market. Well, it doesn't matter. I got the new classic colors in one of my market orders. I can't remember from who because I took everything out. Because I put some, I don't know what name. I got a few things from Carla at Cobweb Corner. I got some stuff from Abby at Top Knot. I got some stuff from Lindy Stitches. I like to spread the love. I like to spread the love. So these are the new Misty Mauve, London Fog, and Weather Vane. And they came with three patterns. Look at that. There's 4, so I don't know what the other colorway would be. Oh, that uses them all. Oh, that one uses all of them. I'm sorry about my nails. I didn't realize I hadn't taken my nail polish off. Please, you guys, please tell me you don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. So let's just go into market. And which I said I'm like, there's only a few patterns that I want. Let's just start with In Praise of Pollinators and gush and ooh and ah over the genius that is Janine McGowan and wildlife. Sorry, it's glaring. Wildlife and birds, and I can't even. I can't even. Pretty sure I have my fabric picked out for this already. I'm going to use all but one of the called for. I'm going to substitute one of them because it's a floss brand that I generally do not use. I can't wait to do that. Let every creature, Lindy Stitches. I mean, why wouldn't I get this? Let every creature. It's got all the creatures. Look at all of the creatures. Let every creature rise and bring peculiar honors to our king, which I understand is religious, and I'm not, but it doesn't. I'm fine with it. I'm fine. Blue-footed booby. I see blue-footed booby. This is one of my favorite birds. I know I really can't pick favorites because it's like, yeah, birds are birds. Birds are all my favorite, but the blue-footed booby is definitely up there. Animals by Kathy Barrick. I mean, why wouldn't I? Wow. And you could do each individual band. You could, this would be such a sweet crochet blanket. This would be so cool. As a crochet, you totally could do this. Ooh, yarn and cross stitch. I am just, okay. I also, Kathy Barrick, I got her cookie cutters. This whale. If I only ever do one, it'll be this whale. That whale will be first. I love that cat. Is that a bird? Those are birds on the cat. I mean, if that is not irony. Fun. Caught in the swirl. Oh, I'm having a hard time not starting this now that I got it back out of my to show you investments basket. Look at all those birds. Look at all the birds. And even the small. I mean, I should just do the small. How long would that take me, really? So good, so good, so good. Blue flower, one more. Hedgehogs and hyacinth. And I think, was it Jen's fiber web? Jen, again. Hi, Jen. Uh, she started and finished this like in 2 days. It was, I guess, a pretty easy stitch. So yes. You know why these darn tiny towns like shut the front door, shut the back door, shut all the doors, shut the bathroom door, shut all the doors. 56 count. Teeny tiny towns. I am going to stitch teeny tiny towns. Maybe 40 count over one if I really get a wild hair up my dupa. Teeny tiny towns. I can't even. This is my first one. I don't have any others, but I'm sure I soon will. And then I got the cookbook because I enjoy cookbooks. Again, there are some really tiny, cute little smalls in here. There are what looks to be some very delicious dessert recipes. So if anything else, having dessert is always fantastic. Okay. WickedKatStitch. Mentioned her earlier, and now you go watch it. You go watch it right now. She is Night Stalker's Calling fellow addict. She also suggested or showed another dyer that she reported to love and appreciate called Dyeing for Sass. And I think I had heard of them, but I had never checked them out. So I immediately went there to the Etsy to check them out. And boy, am I glad I did because look. Look at these. I think Cam, you just showed some of these in your last video too, Cam the Stitcher. I think we got some of those same colors. This right here, this is showing up to be a lot brighter purple. It's really a darker tone than that, but it's got black and really dark purple in it, and it is called Bat Tears. And I love it. I love it. I love this as velvet. It's very, oh, yeah, the light is, it's very, shades of terracotta. Shades of terracotta. And then I got, this is, what did she call this? Floss Vomit. So these are either mist dyes or extras. I don't know, something like that. But like 5 full skeins for like 15 bucks, I think. I don't know. Um, of I would not call these mist dyes. I would say package those up and sell them dyes. Like, goodness gracious. Very good. And then I just got she didn't have much for higher counts of linens, but she should. Called Goth Spiral. And it is just a little piece of 18 count Aida. Oh, Goth Spiral. Goth Spiral with shades of black. Something, something. I don't know. Oh, very good. Very good. Thank you, Kat, for that recommendation. I am happy, and I will probably most definitely be a repeat customer. Night Stackers Calling, Stitches of Sass. Oh, yeah. Okay. I got me the yarn, I got my Farmer's Daughter Fiber yarn of the month. Oh, it's so nice. Beautiful. That is not as pink as it should be. Maybe it is now. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. They are good humans. They do very, very good things for members of the Indigenous community. So if you are a yarny, please go check them out. All right, Boomerang Stitches. Amity from Hathaway Stitchers, Boomerang Stitches on Etsy and on Instagram, released her first 2 patterns all over it. Again, shut all the doors. I can't even believe that you are not designing every day. Every day. This is my flowers. A bunch of people have already started this. I am going to kit it up. I have my fabric. I just need to pull flosses. I will, choose my own adventure, but stick with, I really love her color choices. Sorry for the glare. And then there's already a sale for this. Great white. I'm in the group. I'll put it here. There's a sale for this. This is great white Christmas. Can you not even? I'm not a holiday-ish stitcher. I mean, never say never. Never say never. I find myself stitching things I never thought I'd stitch, and tastes change and do what brings you joy. But this is my kind of Christmas decoration. I'm dreaming of a great white Christmas. So far, maybe you guys can help me choose. If you're still with me, here are my fabric choices. So tell me which one. This is Banshee by Bee Stitch Me. And this is Night Stalker's Calling in the colorway High Tide. A lot of my Christmas time-ish decor, if you want to call it that, I don't I mean, we have a tree, but we're not, whatever. It's blue. I have a lot of blues. I like blue. And this is, here's Kaylee Tent Stitch again. I'm telling you, you guys, go check her out before I just buy her whole online store. This is Avalanche, and I really like that a lot. I really like it a lot. I really do. Avalanche or Banshee? Avalanche or Banshee? Avalanche or Banshee? Tell me. I can't do it twice. I'd love to. In this bag, I saw these Lizzie Kate patterns stitched when I was in Wausau at the Needle Workshop, and they did not have them, so I found them on the Etsy, as one does, because, and these are perfect for April Earth Day. These are her green series, so we have Keep Our Air Clean, bird, mushroom, snail, Save Water, bird, fish, alligator, Eat Locally, no bird, vegetables, Be Kind to Animals, no bird, but a turtle and a dog and a cat, Ride a Bike, butterflies, and plant a tree. Trees, please. Plant a tree. Trees, please. Bird, dragonfly. And they give you, as she sent as well, the pattern in the, I'll just flash it, like, or to where to put them. And then the alternate words, be well, and they all came with the little buttons. I don't know if I'll do all of that. I already have it in a bag because I should really start this one in April for Earth Day month. Earth Day is all year for me. Earth Day is every day. I got courage for all of my friends and family battling or that have battled breast cancer and or any other kind of cancer. And I may change one of the flowers to periwinkle, which is the color of esophageal cancer for my dad. And I had to get the stitch minder. I have knitting on my mind. The needle on the record. The needle minder. Cactus cat. I don't know what's taken me so long to get this from Satsuma Street. It's a cat hanging out in the cacti. I love cacti. Cacti. There's no picture and I didn't print it out, but go check out the Little Stitcher on Etsy. She is having a Little Seasons Birds mini sale. 4 little birds for each season. 4 little birds. That's all. You had me at little birds. Sign me up. I am part of Lindy Stitch's endangered species club. Endangered Species Club. Oh, I forgot a whip. I worked on Stellar's Day from the Bird Crush Club. Okay, you'll see it next time. This month was the African, not month, it's every 2 months. 6 times we get it. African Savannah Elephant. Isn't he? Like, he looks so sad. Don't be sad. I'm gonna stitch you. Don't be sad. Don't cry. I love this. I love the scenery. I gotta start these. I am working on my first Bird Crush Club from last year. So those might be 2025. We'll see. Dee and Kari put some of their, she always has goodies in here. Patterns from last year's bird box. Jessie from Mislaid Pages. Their bird boxes, they put some on sale, and I was lucky enough to get one. Rebirth Oh, I love this. I waited a year to get this. Michelle Bendy released hers as well at Market, and I have to get that one as well. But Dee always puts fun things. So here's floss shops of Dee and Kari. Oh, oh, I love it. And she'd like this in a little postcard. But thank you for all your support. Hope you enjoy, Dee. You are welcome. Anytime. You have me at bird. You have me at bird. This I got at Primitive Gatherings. Because what? What with these chickens already? Chickweed. Chickweed. Seriously. Oh, I just thought that was super cute. And I don't know what that lady is doing, watering her plants, but she called to me with her low cut dress. I just love her with all her chickens. Chickweed. I got the Women of Honor sampler, but I think there's a sale going on for this. Can't remember who. I know Nithya, you are stitching this or have stitched this. I think there are a few more names I want to put in there or change. That is okay. So I will start that. And oh, Jamie, your pink stitchers, did you start it? The Gathering Place. I think I got these on yeah. Nithya said, well, here, I'll show you that first. Nithya said, look what I found on Etsy. Do you guys have this? No, I don't, but now I do. The bird sampler, birds of a feather. I mean, it, it's pretty much a requirement for me to have this, correct? Look at this bird in the hand. A teeny tiny bird in a hand. That is super cool. So while I was on that Etsy site, imagine, the word imagine has special meaning to in our family. Um, it is a tribute to my cousin Denise, who passed at the age of 16 from suicide. So I had to have that. I had to have that. And then a couple prairie schoolers jumped in my cart, 2x2. I had 2x2 part 2. I have 2x2 part 1. And Birdsong 2. I don't think I have Birdsong 1 though. I'm gonna have to check. So I'll need to get Birdsong 1, obviously, if I have Birdsong 2. And then I want all of these, you guys. I want all of these, friends. I have to find all of them now because I want all of the prairie schoolers where a fairy is riding on an animal. I want them, all of them. I just love them. And then I may have found a few work basket patterns on Etsy and on eBay, and I'll just flash these really quick. Here is Quaker Garden. Birds, flowers, squirrels. Always a squirrel. There's always a squirrel, right, Miriam? Flutterbys, which is a companion to Critters, which I am stitching. And I have to get out for my Courage to Color Convert to work on before next time we meet. Flutterbys. Old McMary's. Old McMary's had a farm. Old McMary's. The Bay Sampler. I love some of them. I love these, just they're crazy funky motifs, and really you could stitch smalls or teeny tinies out of just some of these motifs. They are so fun. Quaker Fox and Woodland Mark. And what sent me down their eBay, which I had been avoiding very well, I was doing very well, Amity and Aaron, until you had to show Charlie Harper. I had some Charlie Harpers, I thought, but I couldn't find them. So maybe I still do, and I just don't know where I put them, or they were lost in the move, and they're in my house somewhere in a box. Anyways, they showed some Charlie Harpers, and I had to have some Charlie Harpers. Bird bath. Bird bath. Seriously, bird bath. Loon, loons, Claire de Lune, Claire de Lune specifically, the mama and two babies. Cardinal courtship, which I watch this happen outside my window every day. I have seen the male feed the female many a time, and it is so cute when they do that. And a space for all species. Owls, a bunch of space for all species, and there is. I love this cardinal that's flying at the camera. And I love frogs. I love frogs. I love lamp. Okay, last but certainly not least, I got one of the last two because it said two left. So I checked out immediately. Amanda DeLong, Bad Stitch released a folio of fantastic fungi. It will be really hard for me to show you some of the patterns because a lot of them are on the same pages as the patterns. I mean, snails on the mushrooms. I love her vibrant colors, the way that she 90s nostalgia, her use of colors, the fabrics she chooses that show off the vibrancy of the colors, the things that she incorporates in her designs, like that is a toad swinging from a toadstool. Brilliant, Amanda. A brilliant designer. I love mushrooms. I love most anything to do with nature. So, and then in my package, of course, a Bad Stitch sticker and a mushroom patch. A patch. So that was amazing and very kind. Very kind. And a little personalized thank you note on a mushroom. And that's it. That's it. And I'm done investing for a long time. I have so much to stitch, and so much to stitch on that will bring me joy. Lots and lots of joy. So, informal future endeavors, again, WIPCO calls for April Wear Dog's Declaration and Quaker Peace. I could also double up Dog's Declaration for Marjorie Maid's Pick-A-WIP because Dog's Declaration has words. I need to keep working on my super secret stitch along. My homework for tonight is to finish Miriam's ink circles and get that sent off to Tara. I'm going to knit a lot. And that, my friends, is all. So, do some research on esophageal cancer. Know the signs, know the precursors. It's my PSA. Thank you for all the positive thoughts and vibes and for being in my life. I love this community. I enjoy each and every one of you. I love to help. So if you have any questions about anything, really, cross stitch, life, knitting, life, take care of yourself. Do what brings you joy. Don't let anybody else define what joy is for you. Be kind. Be safe. I love you. Peace. See you next time.